Live, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Black Box Trading. I'm your host, JT, and I'm joined here once again with Matthew McGregor, and we're going to talk about some altcoins because we are seeing the rotation. The rotation into alts is in full swing. It's time to be bullish on alts, something that we have maintained for the last couple of years. We haven't been bullish on alts, so we're finally seeing that rotation and we're getting excited. And Bitcoin's at new all-time highs. We had the highest daily candle close of all time, so a lot to get into. Let's get right into it. Matt, how are you feeling about all this price action?
Really good, mate. And I'm so happy to have you here in Japan. We had a great night last night, so that was terrific. I'm still recovering from it, but let's get in the charts. I mean, what a pleasure to wake up to see the price where it was.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
I'll kick it off. First of all, I'll finish on that. In fact, on the 4-hour time frame, I'll start on the weekly. And hell yeah, what can you say? I'm really interested to see what's happening with the divergence if we're getting nearer to, look at this. This is going to be real interesting when we finally touch again on this descending line I've got drawn in here. Whew, and it's going to come in really nicely, hopefully I should say, at the same overheated point here, which is what you want to be. Like some of the best moves in Bitcoin are like the final throws of like that last shoot up that we get, like you can see like in these periods here where we burst above that purple line there, the technical quote unquote overbought line.
Yeah,
it's the overbought line. It can be overbought for some time. Like you see, I'll try and do some little measured moves here from like the last few times we got above those lines to its peak about here. That's a 66%er, right? So, I mean, that ain't nothing. Let's have a look over here to its peak, 80%. You see what I'm saying, right? Like it's
a lot of people get really nervous when the RSI is running hot and it's showing overbought conditions. But let's not forget what it's called. It's the relative strength index.
Yeah.
So yes, it is overbought, but it's also its relative strength is in the higher end of the range. So it's at its strongest point. That's where the strongest moves take place. 70 and above is when the biggest moves in Bitcoin happen. So yes, it's oversold. Overbought. You got to watch for these topping indicators, but it's also the most exciting.
It is the most exciting, and it's when the move accelerates, as well. You can see in all of those cases that I just pointed out, or the recent cases here, but it'd be the same across the board. That's when you get the juice coming in. It can be, 3 months of just pure upside at that point. That's the silly season stuff, and we're really knocking on that door right now, which is really exciting. All the other oscillators on the weekly time frame don't even bear mentioning. They look great. There's nothing to concern ourselves with. As Baloo mentioned, we had the highest daily candle close of all time, and it happened exactly at the same price as the highest swing high of all time as well. Really good stuff. Really great stuff. I don't have any oscillator information on the daily. I don't tend to care about that too much. Yesterday's candle was an MRI top on the daily, which was, a great blow off top, which means nothing, or it can mean something. But I think that today's price action is totally fine. This little correction we've had is totally to be expected. I could even see us quite easily coming back down to the 120 mark, 119 mark of the place of the breakout, and also to retouch on the 7 simple moving average. I can totally see that happening, or I can just see it continuing. I don't know which way it's going to go. I sold some Bitcoin at 123,500 today. I just needed some money, but I was really happy that I held off, and bought it, today. Sold it today, which was quite good for me. Look, this channel is finished as far as I'm concerned. That's been a great channel that we were stuck in. We dipped down retouched on the 50, perfect. The second retouch is when I was screaming, get in. That's a good spot to get in. And we had a great rally off it. So I'm very satisfied with that. Nothing to say. 4-hour time frame. I'll try and blow through this a bit quicker. As it stands right now, the pullback has been really, really good. Back down to the 7 simple moving average, and it's still above that as it stands. Once again, I can see us coming back down to the 30 simple moving average, but putting in a higher low, which would be at that same price that we looked at, which is the 7 simple moving average on the daily, to be the 120 mark, which is the 30 simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Perfect. I could see that as a really good pullback, just the way it was in the previous times where we sustained the 30 simple moving average. But barring that, I've got nothing to say. Looks great. Looks great to me. All the bots are in trades as well, which is terrific. Baloo, do you want to have a look at Bitcoin, or do you want me to launch into some of these altcoins?
I'm going to actually go ahead and take a look at total 3. So instead of repeating a lot of the stuff with Bitcoin, because I feel pretty much the same. Your analysis is basically my analysis, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I do think that we're going to bounce off of the 7 on the 4-hour, though. I'm much more bullish. I think Bitcoin's got legs because real quick, just to kind of talk about that point here, right here at the 7, it's also a retest of the prior high on the smaller time frame. So I'm more bullish. I think that Bitcoin's ready to rip. Bitcoin's ready to impulse to a new high. But regardless, I want to focus more on the alts. So, we've got this beautiful, as Liquidated Shorts has said here, we got quite the cup and handle here on the entire altcoin market. We have not broken above all-time highs. We are below serious resistance. This is multi-year resistance. The high was put in 2021. So we got 4 years of resistance here. So we could see a little bit of, we could see us get a rejection up at this level. So we'll have to see. We're not at that level yet. We're currently at just over $1 trillion. We need to get back to 1.16 trillion. This is total 3, which is the entire cryptocurrency market, excluding Bitcoin and excluding Ethereum. But yeah, I mean, cup and handles are beautiful. They're one of my favorite setups. I like double bottoms and I like cup and handles. For those who don't know what a cup and handle is, it's when you have this really long, drawn out kind of bearish cycle with a phase 1 rally into another bearish cycle that's about a third of the depth of the original bearish cycle. And then you break up past the lip of the cup and it goes into crazy mode. We're not there yet. Okay. There's still some resistance, but this could blow through over the next couple of days. We could even see the weekly candle close above that, at which point I would be incredibly bullish for that. Let's turn that off right there. So yeah, I'll rattle off a couple of mine in my portfolio. Let's just quickly take a look at the portfolio. But before we do that, we are hosting a live trading competition. It is live right now. You can enter right now. It is P&L based. It is percentage based. So it's not how much money you have. It's, small accounts have the same amount of ability to win prizes as large accounts do. So the better a trader you are, the more percentage points you gain on your portfolio over the 90-day period that we're running this campaign. You will get a chance to win up to $5,000. Well, the top prize is $5,000. There's other prizes here. There's $8,000 total in the prize pool. $5,000 is number 1. And we got this anonymous BitGet user currently in first place, with Debonair, who's a really active participant in the Discord, currently in 35th place with a 25% ROI. So yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely click the links. Let me get a link handy for you guys here. Scan that QR code and enter in to win $5,000. And that's not exchange credits. That's Tether sent to your wallet or wherever you want us to send it. Anyways, let's get back into the portfolio comparison. So, Matt, your portfolio is killing it. Absolutely killing it. It's humming. It's humming. You're up about 15% creating this portfolio. Your top performer is Chainlink over the last 24 hours. So I'll let you go and take a look at that once I've gone through mine. Mine, not so much. I'm back in the green. And I'm doing better than Bitcoin. So I'm at about 2% profit on my portfolio. My altcoin picks are smaller market cap. Generally speaking, when you enter into altcoin season, Bitcoin kind of leads the charge. Then you have those large caps start to move. Then you have the mid caps start to move, and it kind of trickles down from there. So I'm not surprised to see that Matt's portfolio is currently performing better. I might have to catch up. And when you compare that with Bitcoin, I'm still lagging Bitcoin, but you're way ahead of Bitcoin. So you are definitely stacking sats with that altcoin portfolio.
Yeah, it's great. Fantastic. I mean, that's exactly what we wanted. So with 3 months left to find out what this can really do, it's going to be great. Either way, I'm going back into Bitcoin with win, lose, or draw from this, and it's going to be a great experiment.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to cover my coins here, starting off with Pengu. I'm going to go down to the daily. So Pengu, it's a meme coin. I don't give meme coins too much. I don't get fancy with meme coins. The trade here is, do I think that Pengu is going to be at a higher price in 3 months? And the answer to that question is yes. And I'm willing to put money on the line because I think that Pengu is going to be at a higher price in 3 months. But currently sitting on top of the 30 simple moving average, below kind of the macro resistance of its prior cycle high. I want to see it break out above that. Currently, it is below it, so I'm not advising anybody take any entries into Pengu right now. You'd be far better off taking an entry above once it clears kind of the 5 cent mark. I think that would be a much better buy. So that's Pengu. Not going to give that one too much of attention. Sonic is looking good. This is, again, I already mentioned when I first started doing the TA here that one of my favorite setups is a double bottom. And that's kind of what we're looking at here for Sonic. We got the double bottom here. So I really like that formation. And as soon as we can clear above this kind of, I guess you can call it a neckline, whatever, this resistance line set at around, we'll call it 40 cents. Once Sonic is above 40 cents, it's probably going to begin the bigger part of its impulse and its new rally and potentially even beyond all-time highs, which would be a doubling from that point. Once it gets above 30 cents, just under a doubling from that point. Or just over a doubling, rather.
Be careful what you're drawing there on the screen. Be mindful.
I've been close to drawing many inappropriate things during my TA ventures over the past. So yes, thank you for the warning there. So Caspa, we did get a request to talk about Caspa. Gibson's, tell me more about Caspa and the Twitter following you see. So, I mean, just go and look at the hashtag Caspa or the $ CAS, and you'll see just how diehard that community is. They are very similar to the Nano community. They're very similar to the Monero community. They're very similar to the Litecoin community, where these guys are just convinced that they have a better Bitcoin, and they are willing to debate tooth and nail and fight tooth and nail to convince you that they have a better Bitcoin. And they are diehard. They're not dumb people. They truly believe these things. We're not going to dive into the nitty gritty of that. All that I know and all that I care about is the fact that these guys have conviction, and they are going to be a source of supply getting sucked up in the market. And when you add that infectious conviction of this narrative that we have a better, cheaper, faster Bitcoin, you create demand when the market cycle is in full swing. Once alts are in full swing, you'll have a lot of people looking for plays in the market. I'm going to go to the 3-day on this one, and it's
great. Some great questions coming through here. That Gibbons question there is really, really good on the top.
Are you guys just holding for the competition trades and or trading in and out of those positions? So for me and Matt, we're just holding because that's kind of the experiment that we want to do. We're not actively trading. If you enter into the competition, you can do whatever you want. You can go in and out of trades. You can only trade Bitcoin as well if you want. The thing that matters most about the competition is who has the highest amount of percentage points gained
Right.
on their portfolio at the end of the competition. So that's the way the competition works. We're kind of just doing
we're not. We're sorry, Baloo, to cut you off, man.
no, yeah.
We're not even using leverage. We're just
Yeah.
simply spot buying, and we're doing an arbitrage trade. We just want more Bitcoin, and we just trying to capture that last 3 months of what we suspect to be a really good time to rotate into alts to then rotate back. But you can see already guys with 100% return.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I don't want to win. I want to come dead last with a 40% return, and you guys crush me. That's fine. I love it.
Yeah. I'm with you in the fact that I just want to see what the spot holds do, because people underestimate the spot holds too. I actually think that the spot holds are going to return quite a lot, especially if we're heading into that environment that I think we're heading into. And you can make a lot of mistakes when you're chopping and changing and getting in and out of position. So it'll be good to have that baseline figure, that baseline amount, so that we can really see which one is more effective with the different varying amounts of risk that you'd be taking. All right, with Caspa here again, kind of a double bottom. What I like about that double bottom too is that we got a higher low. So you've basically got a new trend that has formed here, where you have a low, a high, a higher low, and we're looking for a higher high. So we need to take out this high at around 10 cents, 12 cents. Once we take out 12 cents for Caspa, that will be a that'll be an undisputed uptrend, with higher highs and higher lows throughout that consolidation. That just means that demand is higher than supply. The market is bullish. People aren't selling. And from that point, it's just a matter of time before the natural, market cycle takes hold and people start looking to invest in different projects. Caspa's in an uptrend. People are okay to invest. Number go up. The flywheel of FOMO continues. So that's Caspa. Real quick on H-bar. H-bar is looking really good. We basically have a bull flag. That bull flag is breaking out. So we had a flag off of the low. Again, a double bottom. We're seeing a lot of these double bottoms here in the alts. We have the flagpole. We have the flag. We're breaking out of that flag. It's heading up. And then finally, one that I'm really quite a fan of is Solana. So this one's beautiful. I love this setup. Now, this one's not the typical formation that you would see. It's kind of, this one's not, you're not going to find this one in any textbook. And in fact, you might actually have people make the argument that we're looking at a head and shoulders here. Context is everything. Oh, I am bullish on this market. So even though you could be looking at this as a head and shoulders, the context is everything. We have a higher low, higher high, higher low structure where we're breaking above a resistance, where it was resistance here, it was support here, resistance here. We have broken out of that on some high time frame candles. To me, this is a breakout. We got to kind of exclude this. This was just a mid-cycle bullish rejection, I guess, a mid-cycle top. And now we corrected back down and we're back above the area of really point of control for me. That's like the most important area of price action right there. Turning on the VPVR just to see if it lines up with that, but it doesn't. So we'll just put that away. It's heading up to higher levels. Solana is a big project with a lot of little projects. It's a layer one blockchain where if you want to do anything, you want to launch a meme coin, you want to launch a DeFi project, you want to, trade NFTs. What do you need to do first? You got to buy Solana. So it's a tried and true method for accumulating alts. Layer one smart contract platforms has always been a good play, Solana's my play. That's it for me, Matt. You want to go through some of yours?
Yeah, I'll quickly go through them, and I won't justify what each one of them are. I'll just do the TA on them simply. Great question here. When's a good time to start offloading my ETH? I wouldn't do it now, but
No.
I would view, and this is a really underrated thing. It's something that I'm quite good at doing. People always talk about DCAing into things. I like to sort of DCA out of things as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the price of ETH is right now. We'll have a look at it as we go, but if it starts getting to a spot where you're like, geez, I've got a lot of money here, I don't want to go through an 80% drawdown, then just hedge it, just chip away at it, and hold some of it and chip away at what you need. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look. Okay. This is Sui. Don't know what it is. Again, I'm not going to justify what these things are. And we'll just do them all on the daily for now. I like it. I like it on the daily, man. It's like we had the same sort of thing as Bitcoin, or to exactly the same thing as Bitcoin. This looks like the same chart where we had a new all-time high. We came down, retested on the 50 twice. In fact, exactly the same as Bitcoin, and then we're rallying, but we haven't got to new all-time highs yet. There's room to go on this thing. I think looks like it's going to go not all-time highs. I had to zoom out further, but anyway, local highs. I mean, it's in the right direction. It's yeah, nothing to say. Looks good to me. Ethereum, this is what we were just talking about. I mean, look at that. Jesus crikey.
Yeah.
Is that
It's been
all-time highs?
really,
Yeah.
it's knocking on the door.
No, it's kicked the door in. Oh, no. I see.
Yeah.
I might actually have to look at this on the weekly time frame.
Yeah, you need weekly for ETH.
Yeah. Great. I mean, I can definitely see a pullback, but shit.
So rated. Yeah.
It's just kicked off. It's kicked off. This is bad analysis, guys. It looks good. When did we get in? 3 weeks ago, back here or somewhere.
Yeah, on that dip there. Yeah.
Right,
yeah. The fun narrative with ETH is there's a rotation. So if you've been ignoring what's going on with stocks, there is this cycle. There's always a new narrative. This cycle, it's Bitcoin treasury companies. There are so many Bitcoin treasury companies. They're like shit coins on the stock market now. And I've said this from the very beginning. We're going to see a lot of shit coins on the stock market, and they're going to be Bitcoin treasury companies. Now, what's coming? Ethereum treasury companies. So you have Ethereum ETFs, Ethereum treasury companies just, sucking up all the ETH. And that's a narrative, which is why you've seen such a strong move here in Ethereum, because it's a very easily digestible narrative to get on board with. And you have proof. You have proof of buying with all of these ETFs and treasury companies showing proof of reserves and all of that stuff. Sorry to cut you off.
No. I'm captivated. Then look, I mean, look at these phantoms. The phantoms, an alphanumerics indicator here. It's the purple candles. I mean, the last three have just been really, really good, and we've had great responses thereafter. I think that's the turning of the tide on all of them. This looks all right. I think that we can easily get to 26 here, and then hit the support and resistance zone. Maybe struggle a bit, have to come back, retest the 7, simple, and go off. Once again, we bought here on the throwback to the moving average cluster, which became support after it was resistance, and Bob's your uncle. Looks great. XRP. Oh, geez, this thing just did nothing forever and ever and ever and ever. And then
that's what XRP does, man. It flatlines. It just for months, and then just out of nowhere, for seemingly no reason whatsoever, it just shoots up. It's like, how do you trade it? Like, you can't. You have to hold it at the right times, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, this is just to that point of like, let's go to the monthly time frame for a second. Like, imagine, like, I know one guy, it used to be a good mate of mine, that has been talking about these are monthly candles, has been talking about XRP since like 2017, like just on and
Yeah.
on and on about it. And he must have just gone through, like he went, like it just hell, right? Just went through hell
Yeah.
forever. And now,
Pull it up on the Binance chart, because I think you
yeah,
have more history on the Binance chart.
that's right. USD, Binance.
Yeah, Binance will have the most. There you go.
Like he had it, back here, and then he got that rally and didn't sell a cent of it, and then it came back down. He was probably pretty stoked here as well, and I bet he's pretty stoked right now. And I was just calling him a retard the whole time. He was a mate of mine almost, but I don't know if we're still mates. But yeah, I mean, I hope he still got it. I hope he held his guns. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It hasn't outperformed Bitcoin, so ultimately, it's over that period of time, he would have been better just to have Bitcoin. Doge, I think Doge has got legs. To be honest, I love it on the monthly scale right now. Green diamond above the moving averages on the monthly. The daily, it's above the moving averages. Green wave breaking out. This looks pretty similar. All my coins looked pretty similar to each other, and they all looked pretty similar to Bitcoin. That's no coincidence. Blues in coins with less market cap and less correlation of Bitcoin, they're more meme type of coins, or whatever you want to call them. Where mine are just sort of the standard coins in the top 10, which will all correlate like to the dollar of Bitcoin, or like in directionally to the percent, like the fall, the recovery, the retread. I mean, it looks like Bitcoin, except it hasn't gone to new to all-time highs yet, which makes me feel like if Bitcoin continues, that all these will as well, and the percentage will be higher than the growth in Bitcoin due to the market capitalization. Coming back to you now, Baloo. That's me, done and dusted. I gotta go.
Right on.
I gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we covered it. If you guys haven't already done so, check out the Discord. We share all of our live trades, all of our entries, exits, take profits, etc., all available for free in the Discord. Everything that we give away, it's all free. If you want to use our trading bots, sign up with the BitGet link down below. Sign up with any of our partners, and that will give you access to the trading dashboard and all of the VIP services that we have inside of the Discord. Yeah, we hope to see you guys in there. It's time to get bull run ready. If you're looking for a good community where people are ready to support you and answer all of your stupid questions, there's really no such thing as a stupid question. The stupid question is the one that you don't ask. We're very supportive. We're here for you. It's time to get it. Lock in, sign up for the trading competition. And until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.